He who is free is brave. One quote that I resonate with a lot when it comes to the great Seneca, which I try to implement in my everyday life to be brave and to be free. I think everyday life we kind of forget to be brave and to be courageous and to look at people in the eyes and to be confident in the way you speak and the way you articulate yourself. I know that most people in today's society, in today's generation, they struggle with that, especially in everyday conversations. Me, myself, I would say that I'm antisocial to a certain extent. I can't assimilate and be able to conversate with a lot of people, but at the end of the day, I do realize it as an act because truly and deeply inside of me, I know that I kind of don't want to do it, but I know I have to, and I have to be brave. So I wish for more people to do this and get out of their comfort zone and be able to be brave and talk to people. If you're afraid, there is nothing wrong with being afraid, but if you let that fear kill you and not take that step on being brave, well then you're in for a life worth nothing. You're in for a life that's worthless. You have to be brave in your everyday task, your everyday life. And I know that's a hard journey to do because me myself, I'm still learning to be brave every day. And I know with that courageousness I can be free. So how can I be free? What do I do to be free in this life that we live, this rat race that we live every day as human beings? And I always come to one conclusion, and that conclusion is to be brave and to take every day like it's your last and be in the moment. Look at the bigger picture and know that if you take the small steps every day and be brave, do things that you naturally won't do, and do things that can make you proud. As long as you're able to come back home from wherever you come from, do your task, do your due diligence, and be happy that you did something that day, then that is a good day. But if you come back home and you ask yourself, what have I done? What have I accomplished? And I can be victim to this as well. If you haven't done much in terms of that, hold yourself accountable and take those steps, I know every time I go out running, I get this clairvoyance, this clear-mindedness that I wish I could have every day. And every time I do go out running, I feel so much clarity whereas I can think better, and I just wish that this was an everyday feeling. So when someone is feeling brain fog or just not able to clearly think, I would recommend for you to do something that is hard in the moment, but then you feel the relief, the dopamine hit, the endorphins hitting and giving you a sense of accomplishment, because that's what we yearn for as human beings, to be accomplished, to actually do something worth doing. Have you noticed every time when you comply to your urges and you do things that are bad for you, right? Straight after you do it, you feel terrible. You might get a little hit or whatever, and that can be with any urges, lust, addiction, with anything that you face with. If you're not able to conquer and take over those urges, then you will feel terrible. But if you are able to conquer those urges, then you feel even better. Say a week goes by, or not even counting the days, but a week goes by and you're able to overcome those urges and have the willpower to be strong and be brave, then you will feel much better for it. So as I said, we as human beings want to accomplish, want to do things and get over the mountain peak and climb all the way to the top and get to the bottom and know that, yes, I can do it and I can continue to accomplish these things as long as I get past that moment where you're telling yourself, this is too hard, I want to give up. If you can overcome that moment, then you can overcome anything. And that's the beauty of life.